CEO Ronald Hickler from Creating the Difference. I want to talk to you today about the harsh reality. We're going to do a deep dive on this bowling ball, give you some information about it. Harsh reality features the Disturbance AI core, which the AI core technology is something that Storm kind of pioneered. The cover stock is the Reserve Blend 902 Solid. The RG of the core is 2.48. The differential is 0.054, and the mass bias is 0.019, which means this is a strong asymmetric bowling ball. Now, we did a scan on the bowling ball. The factory finish is supposed to be 2,000. We scanned this bowling ball. It actually scanned at 1,000 grit. We also checked the hardness of it. The hardness was 75, so it's nice and where it's supposed to be. We also took a peek at the oil absorption. We're going to begin to explain a little bit more about oil absorption as we do more and more videos. But for right now, just know that the oil absorption on this particular bowling ball happens to be slow. We're going to throw this bowling ball and give you some good information about what it performs like. The layout for me is the same. It is 55 by 4.5 by 30, and we're going to get into it right now. This is a bigger hooking ball for them, so we're going to move to the right, see how it rolls. This is our first shot. So it's a lot of hook. We'll be wiping this ball off every single shot, which you should do that anyway. But specifically with bowling balls that are slower absorbing of oil, there's a lot of flare potential with this bowling ball with it having a differential of 54. But you want to get that oil off the bowling ball as quickly and as often as possible. That's a better pitch for the left. Nice, nice. All right, so I moved to right, got it a little further left, and it made a nice, strong, continuous shape. Further left. Yo! That was like one more bird further left. Let me see, maybe two, let's see. The good thing is I can just go like this and find out. So that shot was 1, 2, almost 3 boards left from the prior shot. That's money. Oh, come on. That's supposed to go down. I actually like that shot. That was a good pitch. Just did not strike flat 7. This ball looks like it's going to fall into the continuous category. Ugh. So that was good. That one did not strike. And that's an indicator that we may not have enough oil on the lane. You say, well, why is that? And I say, well, typically if the ball hooks a little bit early, you can get that kind of reaction there. And maybe, it seems like that may be what's going on here, which would mean more oil would just make it go a little longer before it made the move. Those are good pitches, man. But see how it's not like it's striking, like that's a strike, but it's not, it ain't going through the pin super strong. So that would just indicate to me that we could use a little bit more volume. But it says, the ball says it's for heavy oil. And we're bowling on our house shot. Look at that, we got an extra pin. So normally I would go down there and get it, but let's leave it up there. And if we make the right adjustment, let's see here. We might just be able to clip it without like breaking anything. So, oh, don't try this at home. Like if you have a pin like that, don't try this at home. Your bowling center will not be happy. Just like that. That's what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do. Okay. So yeah, so it appears to be, I don't know if I'm going to say traction quite yet, because we need a few more shots to determine, but it seems like it's definitely between this continuous and traction shape. And it might be traction. Let's see here, back to where we were. That one's in a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna go with traction. Because the in, and it started to roll this way. More end over end, more forward roll. Which traction balls, when you get them in, that's exactly what they do. So this definitely now, like that shot there is the telltale sign that this ball is more of traction than continuous. So that explains the 7 pins. It also means I'm more likely to have some more miss room in if I miss in, as opposed to missing left. If I miss left, I could be in a little bit of trouble. Maybe throw where you're supposed to, it's gonna strike anyway. Throw a few more shots and then I'm gonna check the surface of the ball again. Now what I'm doing is I'm actually bowling kind of a no-tap game here, 6-pin no-tap, believe it or not, but I'm doing that with all of the balls that we review so that you have a rough idea of how quickly the surface will change with use. Definitely traction. And you can see that, like the ball, it makes the move and then it kind of begins to go forward. And you can really see that, and that is quintessential traction ball motion. Typically it's earlier than that, but that's the right shape. When it's going end over end like that, that's definitely a traction shape. Two more shots. Yeah, I mean, you can see it's getting there, but it's not, it ain't this. It's more like a, not good nor bad, just what it is. We'll throw one more shot here, and that'll kind of end our first game. And we'll do a scan. That's in, it's gonna be 10 back. Yeah, so in, 10 back, because it's traction. Okay, let's get it wiped off, and we will see exactly what it scans like. So you can see the oil just kind of hanging out there. It's not gonna go anywhere because this ball absorbs the oil pretty slow. We'll get our scanner ready. We wanna get that oil off so it doesn't mess up the scanner with the scan that we get. Let's see. All right, so we're getting right at 1,500. So the ball started at 1,000 and now it's at 1,500. So that's actually pretty good. To move up only 500 grit points in one quote unquote game is not bad at all. We've seen some balls that are definitely a lot worse than that. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take Tru Cut hand applied polish plus powered by Turtle Wax, and we're gonna see what that does on the Harsh Reality. Stay tuned. All right, so we're gonna use our polish. We're gonna polish right over top of the existing factory finish. Don't need a lot. All right, so now we have polished up the Harsh Reality. I'm gonna do a quick scan to see what the surface is now. It's scanning right at 5,500 grit. So now we're gonna see how it rolls with a little bit of polish on it. We'll start off kind of where we were initially, just to give us a baseline. Okay. Two things. One, if you watch that shot specifically, obviously it isn't gonna hook as much, like duh. But the more important thing is how it rolled. If you watch, it made that move and then went this way. That definitely means this ball's a traction ball. So we shall make the appropriate move left. Oof. So I went 5 left with my feet. That wasn't enough, as you can tell. But yeah, I mean, this is, now you can really see the difference in the motion. Now it's not a question what kind of ball it is. continuous ball is going to make the move and keep going. Traction makes the move and then kind of rolls forward, which is exactly what it does now. Not good or bad, right? It's just indicative of how the ball rolls. What that means for me specifically is I need to probably go 2 more lefts. And then I'm not going to have room to the right to miss. It'll only be miss room to the, won't have any room to the miss left, only a little bit right. Like that was in. Yeah, so that's it, like that's it. You're gonna have to be much more square. If now the ball gets out too far, it ain't coming back. But if I miss in, it's gonna hold. Completely, I wouldn't say completely different shape than before, but definitely now it's defined its character to me. This ball definitely is what I would consider to be a traction ball. Yeah, definitely traction. Which makes sense for heavy oil. Heavy oil balls need to get into that roll kind of aggressively, kind of early. You're not going to get a whole lot of crazy movement down lane because the ball is either going to hook early or hook later. It ain't doing both. So if you're a guy who likes more straighter angles, get this ball and polish it. If you're a guy who likes to hook it a whole lot, keep it dull. Maybe that was an AI core strike. Maybe that was an AI core strike. I don't know. That was definitely interesting. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go look on the Storm's website. We talk a lot about the outer core and what that means to them. Got around that one pretty good. You can see, like, I'm not going through the pins crazy, for sure. But that's okay. Like, if all balls go sideways or all balls are continuous, then there's no point in having these different bowling balls in your bag. It's also a little bit easier to see the shape with the color coordination we got going on here with the orange and gray and black. I'm gonna go a little further left and just see if I hit the friction, does it stand up? Yeah. Okay, so let's throw one more shot because we like to end on a strike. But that definitely tells me this ball's a traction ball. Definitely made for heavy oil. Definitely, unless you're trying to play straighter, I probably would leave it dull. Like I'd leave this ball dull in my bag. And then maybe if I needed to add something else, I would go to a different ball completely. They make plenty of bowling balls that go sideways. So I would probably use this one as my dull one and get one of their other balls that's shiny and is meant to be sideways, more sideways. But let's see here. One more shot here. Give us some comments, man. This is we're learning out here with the right format and the right information that you guys want to know. So please give us some feedback and we respond to the comments. Come on, Big Daddy. Yes, there we go. So now you have more information about the 900 Global Harsh Reality. Go to our website, ctdbowling.com. Click on the 3 little lines. You'll see balls pop up. Click balls, type in Harsh Reality, it'll pop up. If you buy the bowling ball from us, you'll be able to get a sanding pad for free. Also, consider joining our staff. It's free to join. Everybody in the staff group gets to ask questions, and gets feedback, and even some of the stuff that you're seeing here a little bit earlier. If you're interested in that, same place, ctdbowling.com. On behalf of Creating the Difference, I am CEO Ronald Hicklin. Talk to you soon.